SpaceX may have just flashed its biggest bullish signal in weeks. The falling wedge appears to be breaking out, momentum is shifting, and buyers are stepping back in. The question now is simple. Is this the beginning of a move back towards $200 or just another dead cat bounce? Let's read the charts and let's find out. Let's start off here with the daily chart. Right now, SpaceX is at $160.42. And from this chart is looking pretty bearish. Since we came out, we went up as high as 225, and ever since then, we've just gone down. Now, one thing that I'm liking is that we are starting to get a little bounce up, but is this just sideways consolidation and overall possibly just creating some type of a bigger bear flag here that is just eventually going to end up breaking us down? The measure move to this would bring us all the way down to about $100. I mean, this is the daily time frame. Let's see what ends up happening. I feel like we bounced off of this lower level. We're trying to make it back up, but we're technically still tracing this bear flag. So overall, right now, it still is looking kind of bearish for SpaceX until we could reclaim these higher levels up here. Now we take a look at the 4-hour time frame. I'm liking that the stochastics were on the way down, but look, they started to curve back up. The RSI is still hovering a little bit underneath the 50. We could just push back above the 50. That would be bullish. And we did have a drastic breakdown, but I do have this in a kind of like a falling wedge pattern, and this breakout could take us back up to about 225. And as you can see from the 150 area, we went up to about 170. So we already made some of the measured move here. I would say maybe like 33% of this measured move so far. Now we did get rejected off of the 21 moving average at $160.54. Currently right now we have a nice kind of greenish candle with a wick. Now if this stochastics continues to go up, it looks like we might be able to get back above this 21 moving average, and this could be the gateway to help us get the rest of this measured move. So this right here looks a little bit more bullish on the side of the SpaceX. We did have a high here, we had a low, we do have a lower high, but this kind of looks to me like a lower low. So could we be doing a change in trend? If so, maybe that falling wedge would play out. On the 1-hour time frame, we also see that the stochastics were on the way down, but look, we're starting to curve back up. We're starting to pierce above the 50 on the RSI, which is bullish, and we just got above the 21 moving average, which was at $159.45. If we could stay above this, our next challenge will be this purple line, the 80 moving average at 162.50, and we could get above that, then the next challenge will be the 100 moving average at $168.43. We will need to get back above these two resistances in order to remain bullish here for Bitcoin. And on the 15-minute time frame, I'm liking here that we kind of created a double bottom here, and we already were able to break out. We got back above the 200, the 50, the 21, the 80. Now let's see if we could get back above this 100 moving average at 161. If we can, then maybe we could go and test this local high here at around 170 or so. Now another possibility that could be happening is maybe this could be some type of an inverted head and shoulder, where this is the left shoulder, we just created the head. Maybe we get rejected off of this 100 moving average a little bit, but still stay above the 21. We could create a right shoulder here, and then we could have the measured move taking us all the way back up. So this is also another possibility here on the 15-minute time frame. We see that we're above the 50 on the RSI. The stochastics RSI are also pointing up. We take a look at the 5-minute time frame. Stochastics are starting to get a little toppy here. I'm liking that we got above all the major moving averages here. The only thing is now that we are kind of far away from this 21 moving average, which is at $156. As this resets all the way down, what I would like to happen is for us to stay above this 200 moving average and possibly just go sideways here. We could go sideways here and maybe create some type of a flag and just wait for the 21 moving average here, this white line, to catch up to price. This could give us a nice little measured move back up. We could probably start seeing prices above 165. So overall, I would have to say that long term, it looks bearish for SpaceX because we've taken a big dive from the all-time highs. But short term, it kind of looks to me like we're trying to do a little bounce up. Now the major key level would be to break above 175. If we could do that, then we could start heading for 200. If we could break that, then the 225 measured move of the falling wedge on the 4-hour time frame would be in play. Now if we fall back down and we get below 150, then we have to get scared that maybe we might go test the 135. And if we lose 135, then I can see that bear flag that we talked about on the daily play out and possibly going down to test $100. But right now, we'll give it about 65% that we are bullish, and we might see that measured move to 225 play out eventually. All right, guys, so that's the breakdown. If this gave you clarity or a setup to watch, do me a favor, like, drop a comment, subscribe. And if you have a stock or crypto you want me to go over, drop it in the comment section. This is Flex Candle, where we read the candles and flex the moves. Catch you on the next chart.